Hey everybody, welcome to our live chat. I'm Heather and I am here for you. Renee and I are here for you each and every day. Today though, I've been here all day. Renee was with you all day Friday, so I'm here with you all day today, and we have been having some fun covering a little bit of everything. And so in this one, we are doing kind of the summer look. I feel like for summer, the look is going to be bright colors. Because we'll be out hopefully and be socializing and being able to be around people. And so bright, fun colors to show life, I think, are going to be great. I am going to put our times right here. Hey, Patty, how are you? These are our times down below. We are here each and every day, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m. So we're at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4. So every even hour we're on. And then at 4, we're on YouTube and on Facebook. And so if you want to join us on YouTube, you Facebook users, jump on over and make sure you subscribe, the button down below, and it'll pop up when we're going to be live. And then let's go over real quick. Some of you may have ordered your kit or looking to order your kit or been playing, around with the idea. Maybe you haven't and it's sitting at home. This is what it might look like. This is our icon. We have the Icon Pro, and then we also have the Legend, but all the directions are going to be the same. With the Pro, you're going to have a higher speed. That's the only difference, and that is for body work. So like if you want to do tanning and different things like that, you can definitely use the higher speed for that. We also give you 2 bottles of foundation, so that way you can color match throughout the year, mix and match some shades. All of our airbrush products married together, so you can mix anything of the airbrush together, which is pretty cool. And then we give you a bottle of Love and a bottle of Blush. And the Blush and the Love are in the smaller bottles, but might not be something you're going to use every single day, or maybe it's the Blush is super high pigmented, so it does intensify, so you don't need a lot of drops of that anyway. All right, so now it was good. It was really good, Patty. Thank you. So let me just review what I have on, because we did this in the 2 o'clock hour, and then we're going to finish it up for this hour. I have on Velvet Veil, which is a primer, and it is a blurrer. So it's going to help blur fine lines and wrinkles, redness, pore size, all of that. It'll help blur that, and it works as an amazing primer. And then you will airbrush on top of that. If you're putting on a moisturizer, you would put the moisturizer on first, then the Velvet Veil, and then start your routine. We've been calling it today, Jeannie helped us with this. She had mixed, because I mix Love and Blush or foundation and blush. She mixed Tulip Blush and Natural Blush together, and it's beautiful. I even used it on my eyes earlier. That's the blush that I have on. I also have glow underneath my eyes. I haven't done my foundation yet. Hey, Amber, how are you? And what else did I do? Blush. Blush and glow. I did glow under my eyes to highlight my eyes. The blush, those 2 mixed together, we're calling it the JJ mix, the Tulip and Natural Blush. And then the eyes, we started with the Strength palette and did, let me get it out so I can show you. Yeah. We did Aurora, and I think this one is Energy. Yeah, Energy in the crease, and then actually went in with an airbrush. I'm like, where to go? The purple airbrush, which is Royal, this one right here, and we did that there on the lid. And then I finished up with a little bit of the brown in the Lovers palette. So we've kind of used a whole bunch. So it's been kind of fun. So we're going to finish that. Good to hear that you're doing great, Amber. Amber's on Facebook saying hello. Hey, Candy, how are you? She's on YouTube. We have Patty on YouTube. Christina, we've done a lot. I actually, if you jump over to YouTube, I did airbrush eyeshadow at the 2 o'clock. The lid is the airbrush eyeshadow, but we do have several on there as well. How can I prevent creases under my eyes when I spray? Heather is asking on Facebook. So honestly, Heather, what that usually means is you're spraying too hard, or spraying, you're not moving the stylus too much. One thing that can help solve everything is a lot of people are, not you, Heather, but a lot of people still put it on like traditional makeup. One thing I would recommend is the velvet veil. I put that underneath my eyes. A little bit goes a long way. Slide it under and boop, 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 boop. So if that's the primer you're talking about, that's a good to go. I actually have on the peach color corrector and glow underneath my eyes. You're actually spraying less. So don't sit there and go like that. You're actually going, hello, Miss Hannah, how are you? So lovely to see you. You're just gonna, I actually start making the movement, then I'll pull back on my trigger, and once it starts spraying, I'm like, 1, 2, blend it down, 1, 2, blend it down. You can go back and make as many passes as you want, but you need to leave some time in between. So just do boop, boop, spraying super light, and then go back. I think the biggest thing is the pulling back on the trigger, learning to do that super light. We've been trained for so long on traditional makeup and actually seeing it go on that when we get to the actual airbrushing, it's hard to understand that you actually don't want to see it go on. So another thing I would recommend is putting your foundation in the stylus and spraying it on a paper towel or drawing paper, something thick, and spraying it that way. That sometimes helps. If you learn differently, you can actually see it, and sometimes that helps. So I'm doing it live, but I only used for a couple of times. Yeah, Heather, I promise you, babe, there's a learning curve with everybody. We always tell people to do it 7 days in a row, and by that 7th day, you'll have a better handle on it. But every time I use this, even if I'm just playing, even if I just put water in here and just playing with it, I'm learning. So just know that each time you're going to get better. And what I love is that there are no mistakes. All right, so I have my Silk 4-in-1 in here, and I'm going to start spraying. And I'm just going in and I'm making my passes. I go in, whoop, I just turned mine off. I go in and I make one complete pass all around the face. So what I sprayed on first was the peach color corrector, the glow, some eyeshadow, blush, and then now I'm coming in with the foundation. Now that's one pass, and now I can go in, and we're doing it. Obviously, we're not doing a natural look, so we're doing a very bright, summery summer day. Oh, I even have a little bit of pearl on too, because I did a little bit of pearl right here. I forgot about that. Hey, Doba, how are you? Get it around my eyebrows. And then that's why I like doing the blush first, is because it does blend everything for you, and it does just kind of blend it in. And that's all I'm going to use on that, because we are going to put on, because we did some pre-work, I don't have as much coverage needed because I already have coverage from from the other stuff that I put on. All right. So now let's go in and I'm going to put on lashes. So let's go in. Ooh, Dova, where are you? You're watching the storm? All right. That took many. Cool. All right, where's my glue? I was like, I know I left it out. Hello, Isabella on YouTube. So now I'm gonna let that glue get settled. I took my lashes off. I'm going off the container. I'm going to do this with them because it'll curl them in the shape that I need them to put my lashes on. And then because my eyelashes are curly on the end anyway, I'm going to curl just the inside. Oh, Ohio, we had some this weekend, a little bit this weekend. It rained really bad. Nancy, yeah, that's a great idea. I mean, ours you can use like 15 times. However, girl, if you can put the cheap ones on, you can put anyone's on. So our bands are really good. And so it does make it easier to put on. I'm now dragging the lash through. And then I'm going to, let me move. I'm holding it with my tweezers. And then I'm taking my mirror. I'm letting this glue get tacky. Awesome, Candy. I'm letting the glue get tacky, meaning almost dry. Taking my mirror and looking down. I have it on the magnification. I'm looking down, going up and over my lash. And then I'm going to make sure that I do the end first, because you do want it on to all the way to the outside edge. And then on the inside, you can bring it around. I might have gotten too much glue on this one, so let me wipe some of that off. Because you don't want to like really douse the lash in glue. You want to do it where it's just at that edge. So I got it like, I did not do this one right. But we'll go in and do this. I'm using the Duo Glue that is gray and then it dries black. Oh, I guess y'all need to see this. All right. So now I'm just going to hold it because it's super wet on the inside. So I just want to kind of hold it in place for a few seconds. How long is the glue pliable? It's for a while. I mean, I'll go in and usually I'll put it on the edge of both lashes, curl my lashes, and then start gluing them on. You have some time to work with it. Even with this one it's probably going to pop up because it's still wet. I'm going to let it do that because I can go back and put it down in just a minute once it gets a little more on the tackier side. But the big thing is not to over glue. I will go in and glue the edges, because like the ends, because that's where it normally will pop up if it's going to pop up. That's where I'll glue it. Let me see if I can do it with this end. So again, holding it with my tweezers, going up and over my lash. And then you want to stay kind of looking down. Don't open your eyes all the way. Just stay like looking down. Because if you've ever had your lashes done, they will they ask you to close your eyes or look down. And so that's stretching the eye how it needs to be stretched to put it on. This one went on way better because I didn't douse it in the glue. So right now I'm just making sure it's on the edge. And then I'll come in, make sure this one's on the edge. And I'm just going in and kind of holding it in place. But when it's tacky and when it is pliable, you're able to move it around. So I can move that around a little bit more because it is coming up. So let me get this one. So I'm going to hold it there for a few seconds just to make sure it does stick and wants to be a good lash. And I can still move this one a little bit, kind of slide it, making sure it's on the edge. But especially with the duo glue, once it's black, it's dry. And I'm gonna just make sure that this one is on the edge too. I'm on the edge of glory. Have I tried the magnetic ones? Oh yeah, girl. And you can really put them on almost like the magnetic ones. You could put a line of glue and then go in and stick them on there. We've done that before as well. It's whatever you like. Now, while this is drying, I'm going to go in and do some contouring. I'm going to use the Belize, which is a two-tone bronzer, and I'm going to use it just to warm up my face a little bit and to contour. Oh, I think that was on my hair. Yeah, there's other lashes out there, some Nancy, that they have magnetic. They're magnetic where the glue is magnetized, and so the lashes really just adhere to it. So I'm doing just a little bit of contouring. I was going to highlight a little bit more underneath my eyes, but I think I'm good. And then while it's still drying, I'm going to go in. Let's do my eyes. Oh no, Patty, I'm sorry. Patty's like, I have, and I ruined the first pair. Can you sleep with these, Nancy? I don't recommend, I mean, you can. I don't necessarily recommend it. Because you just pull them off, and then the magnetic ones, are you asking about the magnetic ones? It's the same thing. It's similar to what I'm putting on now. Again, I wouldn't recommend sleeping with them or sleeping with them. It sounded weird. I did, Candy. Great job. Okay, so I'm going in with Blackberry. And filling this in. I'm going up to the upper lip. And I'm filling it in, but smudging it. So it's not super precise. Just going right there. And smudgy, smudge, smudge. Smudgy, smudge, smudge. And then, as you can tell, it's not exact. I'm just smudging it out. And then I'm going to use a little bit of our lip jelly right on top of that. and just kind of melting those together. So with the lip jellies, I normally just put them right in the inside, and then I can work them out. But that way it stays nice and blended. Nice and blended. All right, so now I'm going in with Temptation eyeliner. And this is the one that Renee uses a lot. And again, I'm just going to go right at that lash line. The glue is black, so I know it's dried. And just going in there just a little to complete that full line. Like that. And to me, doing the liner afterwards really does complete it. It just makes it look polished and where everything's together, which I like. So very nice little summer look. You can also, even though I had pearl on, let's say I wanted to jazz it up even more of a, I'm taking the optics, and I can go in with a brush if I wanted. If I'm like, come on, let's bring the shine, I can go in and do, and it'll just play on top of that pearl that I already have on. And do that as well. So that's just with the optics, highlight, and strobe. Blend that off a little. And there you go. See how easy it is? Guys, it really is easy. You can, you can stop this at any point. Today we did do a neutral look, a very neutral look, only using one eyeshadow. It doesn't have to be a long, drawn out makeup look. You can do it so quick. And one thing that I hear people say, I'm like, oh, what do you think about airbrushing? And they're like, oh, I love it, but I think it's something, I'll do it when I have more time, or it'll take me longer. And the truth is, guys, you're using 10 times less makeup. So it's going to be faster. I mean, it's honestly going to be faster. So if you're starting out, or even if you have used it for a long time, I would get up to date on these 4 tips. And one of the big things is when you turn it on, you feel that air, and you can put water in here and just have fun with it. Spray your face, see what happens when you pull back all the way, see what happens when you do that. Just play with it and mess up. You can even mess up. I probably learned more messing up on myself than I did trying to get it the right way when I first started. So I'm like, oh, I'm pulling all the way back on the trigger. And then I would pull all the way back on, and then it's wet and it's gross, and it's, you're letting too much makeup out. And then when it's that sweet spot and you keep moving, you're keeping it 4 finger widths away, and you're barely pulling back on that trigger, it makes sense. It's not going to feel heavy or sticky or wet or anything like that. It should dry pretty much on contact. And so that's something that you can go up to. So if you're not doing that right now, that's okay. But just know that that's how it should be. And so you'll get to that point. So just know that. All right. Okay, guys. So good to see you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. Oh no. Farah lost videos, and it's we are working on that, Miriam. But it'll probably be when we get back into the office. All right, so there you go. Okay, guys, I will see you soon. Have a wonderful day. We'll be back to our schedule. We're back on tomorrow. So, 8 o'clock, we'll be here. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great, great Monday. Bye for now.